because those are the risky, it's the little craft. Yeah.
It
won't be compulsory on the Waiheke ferry, you know what I mean? Yeah.
No.
There's all sorts of flotation.
So is that not already in place, that you have to have a life jacket?
No, what's in place is that you have to have life jackets on board. But and when I go in, I'll show you, I'm going to have an inflatable one that goes straight away, because, it will save lives. If small craft, if they capsize quickly, you can drown really quickly.
Right.
Before you can even grab the life jacket and put it on and inflate it.
So your legislation is all about making sure that everyone is wearing the life jacket.
No, mine is about under 15.
After 15s, wearing the life jacket.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, have to wear life jackets. Because they don't have a choice.
About wearing life jackets, he's got some pretty interesting legislation on the way. He's an MP, by the way. But weather-wise, beautiful morning in Auckland. At this stage, there's a big old front coming though, so if you're going to do something, do it this morning. Sam, I'm going to get this. Sam Lotu Inga, MP of Maunga Kia. Lovely to have you on the show. Let's talk about the legislation between life jackets on boats, because you're pushing for new rules.
Yeah, I am. I'm pushing for rules to require it for children under the age of 15 to have to wear life jackets on boats. Currently, you're only required to carry life jackets on boats. Yeah.
So you want everyone on a boat under 15 wearing a life jacket, but certain size boats, obviously not the fullest ferries.
Yeah, boats under 6 metres, because those are shown to be the boats which are most at risk for people losing their lives should they fall overboard, for example.
The thing is, for me, this seems like a no-brainer. Like, surely there's no one pushing against you, but there's people resisting this change.
There are some people who, traditionally haven't worn life jackets on boats, but it is about saving lives. It's about changing a culture of wearing life jackets on boats. On average over the last so many years, there's been 17 fatalities per year. 2/3 of those could have been avoided if life jackets had been worn on boats. I think it's a good start with children wearing life jackets on boats.
As an MP, what's pushing you to drive this legislation?
Yeah, I've just seen too many deaths out on the water. In my own electorate of Maunga Kia on Onehunga Harbour, there I went down and saw a family grieving over a 7-year-old and his father who'd died because they hadn't worn life jackets on a boat. It's a very sad event to attend. But
and it's preventable.
It is preventable, that's the thing.
Not a big swimmer?
I'm not a terribly strong swimmer, but when I'm on a boat under 6 metres, I wear a life jacket. So.
We're going to throw the MP in the tide today, in his clothes, with a life jacket, and we're going to see how hard it is to get to shore. Good luck.
Yeah,
Well, you were lucky, mate.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. So you went diving, no life jacket.
Yeah, no life jacket. I just had a wetsuit on, personal flotation device, whatever keeps you afloat, stay alive.
Dragged you out to sea?
Yeah, got caught into a rip, end up 800 metres on the stern of the boat, and the current just kept on taking me out.
3 days at sea.
Yeah, 4 days and 3 nights.
Yeah, what were the nights like?
Scary, one of the scariest things I've ever had to encounter. I guess the biggest thing was just trying to find that will to live.
Osmosis. You took on water, 15 kgs, and still managed to stay afloat.
Yeah, and it's a testament to the kit that I was wearing, the wetsuit, and just that will to live.
What goes through your head?
A lot of things, what are they doing? Why aren't I rescued yet? Why
you got mad, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I got mad at myself, I got mad at my family, I got mad at everyone.
What was it like when you saw the boat approaching?
Oh, I thought it was a hallucination. I thought, not again, another hallucination. This isn't real. A couple of dive buddies, Navy dive buddies, picked me up, Lyle Cairns and Busby Tawana.
It's the Pacific Island community that's guilty here. You're one of them. Why is this?
Well, I guess over a number of years I've looked back at it, and the first thing I look at it's about breaking tikanga, cultural aspect of who we are as a people and our connection to Tangaroa. We put it into layman's term. I thought I was just bigger than the ocean or two storms at the time.
Just amazing. And you're about creating the change now, aren't you?
Yeah. I'm working with Water Safety New Zealand, Maritime New Zealand, and Kia Manu Kia Ora program. So I'm visiting schools, running day skipper programs and sea survival programs for young Māori Pacific Island communities. So I was just down at Otahu College a couple of days ago for 3 days and getting them into the pools and doing a sea survival program with them.
That's a credit, mate. Amazing story. Can you imagine that, Tony and Tim, 3 nights, 4 days treading water. It's just it's a staggering tale.
It's incredible, Sam. Honestly, that would be one of my greatest fears, to be stuck out there on your own for that amount of time, wondering what's lurking beneath.
And becoming literally waterlogged because you're drawing the water into your body. That's incredible.
It's horrendous. Thank you, Sammy.
Pop them on.
Yeah. Sam, you're all about life jackets this morning, and we're advocating them here and in our challenge this morning with Dean Barker.
That's right. We're all wearing life jackets. Looking forward to the challenge too. Wasn't that fun? Awesome. You know, you can't go wrong with a challenge where your coach is Dean Barker and you've got the national commentary team doing the commentating on us and Optimus. Very cool. Can't wait to show you. We're doing a social experiment with life jackets this morning. We've got a local MP. This is Sam. He's not a great swimmer. He's getting thrown in the drink as well. Rob Hewitt, he's unsinkable. He should be fine. These guys we're not so sure. Now this is Neil. Neil's from Coast Guard. You're a strong swimmer. You should be if you work for the Coast Guard.
Well, I'm a strong swimmer, but I'm wearing, you know, jeans and shoes and plenty of clothes. It's very cold in the water. It's going to be tough, I reckon.
And Dean, you are from Maritime New Zealand. Are you a strong swimmer?
I can hold my own.
Okay, so what's your prediction on how long do you think it'll take before you pull the cord and inflate?
At the moment, I think you give the guys about a minute or two. The thing, as Neil said, is going to catch us is we're coming into summer, but we've got the winter water. It's cold out there.
What temperature is it? Do we know?
It's just coming on 15 degrees, and that's in Auckland. Further south you go.
Oh, it's happening after weather. Let's get into it. Let's do it. Take it away, Rob. And he's a nervous swimmer. Oh, he's got that shock. Straight away, you can see the shock. At this stage, no one has inflated. Quite a current too. Cold?
Right.
Not too bad. So far no inflation. So that's good. That's good form from Sam.
This is winter water. They're still hanging around now for Labour weekend.
Yeah, winter water. And I guess that is a very good point, guys, is that, you know, there is still, even though it's Labour weekend, there's still that winter water there. So it's still very, very cool over the weekend. Well, you got to say, they're doing particularly well. Feel free to leave us at any stage. I mean, what we'll do is we'll keep rolling and we'll see how long it takes for them to pull. We'll give you the time. And there we go. Sammy's pulled.
Here we go.
Sammy's out. So Rob's in there. We're going to see how long Rob can last. Obviously, his record's 4 days. We won't wait that long, but.
We can stay like this now because they're not filming, and we'll just keep this competition between us.
Half an hour in the water. These boys, they started out, you should have seen them, joking around, great time, laughing, giggling. They were laughing and giggling a bit more when you guys were looking at them, but I can assure you, I mean, half an hour in the water. These boys, they started out, you should have seen them, joking around, great time, laughing, giggling. They were laughing and giggling a bit more when you guys were looking at them, but I can assure you, before that, there was no laughing. They started to get a little bit serious. We're going to talk safety in just a second with this man who is an absolute expert, works for Team New Zealand. More about caught unawares in the water. That is the position you should assume. Coiled it up for warmth and stability. Calvin Hicks, safety manager for Emirates Team New Zealand. You don't get a better person to talk life jackets with. There's a lot of dispute that's saying the boys on the boat weren't wearing life jackets. They were.
They definitely, most certainly were. The not life jackets is what I'm wearing here, or the boys in the water are wearing, but personal flotation devices for water sport activities. Obviously, when you buy a life jacket or you intend to go on the water, you must decide what sort of activity you're going to be doing, whether it be water ski racing, canoeing, or sailing.
In and around the boat, I mean, we know they wear the life jacket on the boat, of course. In and around the boat, how careful are these guys with water safety? Is it paramount to the campaign?
Oh, absolutely. Particularly with the type of event the 34th America's Cup was all about. Safety was high on everyone's list. sailors, America's Cup sailors wearing life jackets. I think it's one of the first times.
Amazing. They used to, I saw some footage there in boat shoes and jeans and shirts.
Well, the safety, obviously, the life jacket did, well, the personal flotation device did two things. One, it would keep the guys afloat in the water, which we saw with Chris and Rob entering the water when we stuffed the boat in one of the races. And the second thing was, it was also absorbs impact. So if they hit themselves against anything inside the boat, they were able to minimise the bruising.
This is cute, mate.
This is one end of the spectrum of life jackets, and more for the budget-conscious person, boatie that wants to go out. Very affordable, about $30 odd.
Yeah.
So there's really no excuse that a life jacket
That's right.
can't be purchased.
$30, or you can go for a little bit more flash ones, the ones that these guys use, the inflatable, and it doesn't even matter how badly you put it on and how you look once you've got it on. So there you go. If the Team New Zealand boys are wearing them, get your kit on. It's a long weekend. Get out on the boat, but be safe. And don't drink either. Save the booze for the weekend. And keep heaps of fuel on the boat as well.
Thank you, Sam. They're all great tips. Thank you. I'm glad you interviewed Calvin Hicks as well. He was such a good man. He got Dean Barker's kit out for us in San Fran. It was outstanding.
When you dropped in the water, was it hard?
Yeah, it was, you know, you get that initial shock and, you know, it's pretty cold. But, you know, lucky I had the life jacket on and some guys looking after me.
And the
really
support of the absolute master.
Yeah, no, he was good. And it was important, he was giving me a bit of support, encouraging me.
Yeah.
The talking was really good amongst the guys,
Good
which
conversation?
was really good.
Yeah,
no,
what were you
it was really
talking
good.
about?
Oh, all sorts of things, I think.
Well, absolutely. I mean, it doesn't really matter, does it? As long as you're wearing a life jacket. That's the main thing. It doesn't matter what it looks like, to be honest. Quite a morning, and it's brought a lot of us together. I mean, we've had MPs, we've had the Coast Guard, we've had Maritime New Zealand and the New Zealand Police. As you can see, we're on their boat this morning to make it happen. And I think we should probably take our hat off to our MP from Maunga Kia. Yeah. You're working on this legislation to get youngsters into life jackets, make it compulsory, and you've backed up your words and with your actions.
Yeah.
How are you feeling? You cold?
Yeah, I'm cold. You know, it's what you realise is you're out on the water and you don't realise how dangerous the water can be and how cold it is. And you know, without a life jacket, you know, for people like myself who aren't strong swimmers, you know, your lives are at risk. So
we like what you're doing, mate. Awesome stuff. And the Human Seal, thanks for coming along. And lads, thanks for joining in on the activities. It's simple, really. Wear a life jacket. You have to remember that most of the fatalities happen within 200 or 300 metres of the shore. So even when you think you can get away with it, just don't be a fool. Don't be an idiot. Wear a life jacket. Enjoy the whole long weekend. That's it from me.